Hi guys, I hope you're all well. It's currently Sunday the 15th of August 2021 and welcome to week 292 of my weight loss journey. In last week's video we all saw I maintained my body weight at 161.3 kilograms, which is 355.5 pounds or 25 stone 5.5 pounds, and my body mass index stayed at 47.1. I'm going to start the proceedings off by reviewing my calorie consumption for the past week, which we can see in the graph above. The average of this was 2,461 compared to the previous week at 2,597. I have managed to bring it back down within my overall average of 2,500 calories for the week, which is technically a great result. However, you can notice in the graphs that from Wednesday onwards, I did creep above my 2,500 calorie allowance for those days. On Wednesday, someone in the office brought some home baking in, some chocolate brownies, and if we're being very specific about it, some double-decker chocolate bar chocolate brownies. So home baking, and for those of you who don't know what a double-decker is, it's a chocolate bar here in the UK, and that combined into a chocolate brownie, well, it was like heaven, and I had to have a piece, but unfortunately by having that piece, that triggered something in my mind, and I didn't have the best choices on Wednesday evening and Thursday evening. I managed to rein things back in a little bit on Friday. That was below 2,000 calories, but Wednesday and Thursday I did go above 2,500 calories. I also was trying my best to stick within 2,700 calories, as I mentioned last week on the Saturday, and I went to 2,900-ish. So, but thankfully overall it's within my overall 2,500 calorie allowance average for the week. My fluid consumption has increased slightly to 3,700 millilitres, which is above my target of 3,500 millilitres. Now, how about my activity levels for the past week in the form of my step count? This can be seen in the graph above. The average of this was 13,661 compared to the previous week at 10,518. I have managed to fit in those few extra steps this week, and it's shown. I've managed to increase it, and it's still above my 10,000 step mark average for the week. It's that time of the week where we all get to see if I've managed to lose any more weight. So here it is, guys. Here's my weigh-in. I weigh 161.7 kilograms, which is 356.5 pounds, or 25 stone 6.5 pounds. This means in the past week I've seen a gain of 1 pound, or 0.4 kilogram. Now, if I compare this result to the result I obtained at Slimming World, you can see this right here. At Slimming World this week, I also saw a gain of 1 pound or 0.4 kilogram. So there we have it, folks. Unfortunately, it is a gain. Those few extra things that just crept into my diet from midweek onwards, even though I've done extra steps, activity to try and counteract what I've consumed, those extra few calories, unfortunately it hasn't worked my way. But thankfully though, it is only a relatively small gain. Based on this week's weight gain, it sees my body mass index go from 47.1 up to 47.2. And if we look at my third weight loss target, last week it was 65.3% complete, and after the gain it goes down to 63.9% complete. So in the 292 weeks that I've been doing this weight loss journey, I've lost a total of 184.7 pounds, which is 83.8 kilograms, or 13 stone 2.7 pounds. Next week, I'm wanting to keep all three of my stats precisely where they are. They're either on point or exceeding expectation. Yes, this past week I experienced a trigger food halfway through the week. Let's hope I don't experience or encounter such a thing this coming week, because I want to keep my weekend treats on a weekend and not start to have some midweek, which happened this previous week. So yes, let's hope things do improve that side of things. I am wanting to see a loss. Ultimately, what I've gained this week, plus an extra £2 or £3 would be nice. So let's aim for a £4 weight loss next Saturday morning. Let's see if it does work out for me. But other than that, guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's video. As always, if you'd like to continue following me along this weight loss journey and hopefully get to see much less of me in the future, by all means, subscribe to my channel so you don't get to miss out on any future videos that I post. I wish you all a fantastic week. Stay safe, look after one another, and I'll see you all again next Sunday.